Welcome back to the Habit Based Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your host, Jesse Ewell. Today, we got a very special guest, Blake Dennischuk, who is the owner of VIP Weight Loss in Florida. Blake, I want to welcome you on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So obviously, you've been in the VIP weight loss program, getting certified, and you launched 30 days ago the actual program. But can you tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and just you know, kind of a little bit about your background?
Yeah, no, I'm originally from Canada, born and raised. Moved to the States to play baseball in college. Did that for a couple years. Played professionally after, ending up in Europe playing. Then came back and opened a franchise of a company called Direct Buy. Did that for 8 years in San Diego, California. Then went to the corporate office. Kind of did the corporate thing for a couple years. And then really just missed owning my own business and got into the chiropractic field in Charlotte, North Carolina in 2014 with a buddy. We'd always offered some weight loss nutrition style programs. We opened up a second office in Florida. And then we found through a good friend of mine that I played baseball in college with, Nick, the VIP system. Then I started doing that full time in December. Just really moved into really helping people lose weight. It's always been a difficult thing to lose weight and sustainably keep it off.
Yeah.
There's all these fads that we've been through, that we've done, that have worked, but they never really kept it off full time. So I jumped on the program as a patient first. And,
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about kind of prior to VIP, what were some of the other weight loss programs that maybe you guys had tried in the chiropractic clinic?
we've done the yo-yo diets, the restrictive diets with drops and different pills and different supplements. They just never seem to really stick with people, because once you stop doing that, which you kind of have to stop doing after a while, you can't eat one meat and one vegetable for the rest of your life.
Right.
Everything just comes back on even worse than it did before.
Okay.
So we were just really looking for a way to reset people's hormones and metabolism and keep it.
Okay. So, obviously you come into VIP, what would you say were kind of the top, three things that you really liked about VIP before coming in, obviously, and getting started, but I know you're buddies with Nick, but what were the things that you saw with VIP that were man, I need to do this?
Well, actually, it was what Nick showed me they were doing with VIP that really got me excited. The back end technology was huge. The fact that there's a whole app that helps me along the way as we transition through phase to phase to phase, that prepares me for the next phase. The coaching background of it was always kind of a part of it, so that wasn't as big. And then the peptide, really the natural form of the peptide and the microdosing point of it, not relying on the peptide, but using the peptide as an add-on to really reset your body and hormones. And it's actually become less about the weight loss for me personally now, and more about all of the other things that I've gotten from turning my hormones back on, and just really not changing my life much, but turning my systems back on correctly and naturally.
Okay. Cool. So you initially you came in and you're like, all right, I'm going to be a student. I'm going to be kind of my own case study. Let's talk a little bit about, your own results, and kind of maybe just talk about you getting certified in the program. How do you feel that that's been for you, just in knowing you have to get certified and kind of walk the talk?
That was a big part. I've always struggled selling something or or doing something for people that I've never done. So if it doesn't work for me or it doesn't work for other people, I can't really tell people that it's great. So doing the program first was really important for me, to see how it would work, how I would feel, how it would go, and then I can explain it to people as they're going through it, because we all have the same struggles going through this stuff. Of how does this work? If you've never felt it or walked it, it's really hard to tell people that, oh, it should be like this.
Right.
So going through it has been the biggest the biggest addition for me in the VIP, because now when people go, "Oh, I have that problem," well, yeah, I face that problem too. I have
Yeah.
3 kids. I have a busy life, and this is how I deal with it.
Awesome, man. So tell me, like, what are the top three things that have changed for you specifically in your body and your health since you've been doing this?
The biggest 3 things that have made the most impact on my life are my clarity. I don't wake up with brain fog anymore. I don't. I'm wake up ready to go. I have tons of energy for once. You know, having a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. I was always forcing myself to go do stuff with him, but I didn't want to. Now I just can't wait to do stuff with him because I have all kinds of energy. Um, and the weight's been a nice part of it, but it actually has been the least thing that matters at this point because I just feel great. I don't have any aches in my joints or bones anymore. When I wake up, I'm just ready to go at 5 a.m. It's not even hard. I don't even need an alarm clock anymore.
Okay, so energy's been huge.
Max.
Sounds like pain, inflammation is gone, and then kind of a byproduct of those two things. You know, you've got weight loss. How much weight specifically have you lost?
I've lost 22 pounds in 6 weeks.
Okay.
It's been, and I haven't changed my life at all. I've eaten a little different, but like most people, I never ate bad to start with. It's just that my systems weren't working to process the food that I was eating. So, you know, in this program, I haven't had to change very much of my lifestyle at all. I've just turned on the things that were just turned off for so many years.
Okay, good. And you know, you're an ex-athlete too, so you know, I think you're probably going to be a little more critical of, you know, what you're doing than the average person. As far as like the nutrition and, you know, just that whole program, like what have you seen for yourself and just for your clients since coming into the VIP weight loss program?
The biggest thing that I've seen is the understanding on what we need to do to fuel our bodies. You know, I'm in phase 2 now of the program, which is a different phase than phase 1. Phase 1 was really just eating enough protein and getting enough in that my metabolism would start working again, because it wasn't working at all.
Okay.
So doing that, getting the meals in, and it wasn't anything hard. Like, you know, just breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a couple snacks, simple snacks. But just doing it consistently throughout the day, like anything, just doing it consistently. And then the second phase, where we add in the fasting, where my body's really starting to heal itself, I'm finally actually getting deep sleep. I feel amazing in the morning. I'm not waking up 6 or 7 times at night. I can feel all this stuff changing as my body is really working the way it was supposed to work. Kind of like when I was 25 again, back in college, back in pro ball.
Yeah.
It's working the same way.
Okay. And has there been others that kind of noticed any of the changes?
Everyone's noticed. It's hard not to notice.
Okay.
I not only in me and a lot of my wife as well. She's doing the program with me. My father-in-law's doing the program with us, and everyone's noticed a whole bunch of the changes in us, especially people that haven't seen us for like a week or two.
Okay.
The first question: what did you do?
Yeah, you kind of turn it into that walking billboard, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Problem is, I got to buy new shirts because I'm swimming in a couple of mine.
Okay. Nice. That's always a good thing. So let's talk a little bit about like the business side. Obviously, you know, I think you know, got certified a little over 4 weeks ago. You launched your program. Uh, what has the process been like for you with the business side of this?
So it's always interesting because everyone comes in with different skill sets and different backgrounds. My background in sales and marketing, traditional marketing of TV advertising, radio advertising, things like that. This has been a shift in that mold. The sales part's really easy because this is something I've done my whole life and I've done the program. So
Right.
the sales side's been really easy for me. The hardest part was getting into the social media marketing side. I have learned a ton. I didn't use my Facebook for 4.5 years, and
Okay.
when I say I didn't use it, I didn't log into Facebook.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I had no friends, no push, nothing. We've had to build it from scratch, And that's been the biggest learning for me. And really, it's been a lot of fun because just learning how that all works and then watching it happen as we've gone through it, and watching just the snowball build and build and build. And now I've got a pipeline of people that I'm just keep getting messages all the time. Originally, people thought I got hacked because I started posting. So I was getting like messages from my family and like my friends that were like, "Are you okay? Like, did you get hacked? Is there something wrong?" Because I hadn't posted in so long. But now everyone's seen it, and so they've actually now started to associate what I'm doing with their own stories. And this week we've just seen immense growth on people just reaching out, like, "Hey, can we talk about what you're doing?" So
Yeah.
that's been the biggest shift for me on the business side, is really figuring out the social media side. And the coolest thing about it is I haven't spent a cent on marketing. I just do it. I just do the stuff that needs to be done and just do the work, and it's really starting to just build and pay off on its own.
Yeah, because I mean, your background essentially is paid advertising and sales. So this is a complete, mind shift to go from that to, more of an organic approach. Um, Talk about like the quality of people you're meeting this way versus maybe more of the traditional like Facebook ad route or something like that.
So I've run Facebook ads, and they were a little bit. They just weren't really invested. They wanted something for free, or they wanted something for cheap. The people that actually reach out as we've built this thing out, is just someone that's really interested in what we're doing. They've got to the point where they raise their hand and be like, "You know what? I want to know more about what you're doing. Can you tell me more?" The genuine interest is there, initially, from the time they message me. It's funny though, because what I thought would happen isn't happening. I thought I'd get a whole bunch of messages basically on all of my posts, and it would just happen like that. What I'm getting is people personally reaching out to me through DMs, saying, "Hey, I want to tell you my story." And that's where I'm getting most people come in. And once they do that, they don't want the world to know their story, but they do want help. And then
Right.
I just help them get to where they want to be in every aspect that they're looking for, and it's different for everyone. And the biggest thing is I just want to help people get to the goals that they want, because we all feel like we've lost something, along the way, and we just want it back.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of misconception in the marketplace on weight loss, weight loss peptides, um, where, there's a lot of negative stuff, going around. Again, there's a lot of positive things too, though. But like, what are some of the positive things you've really seen from your clients, just being on peptides?
Well, because we're not doing just, "Hey, go take this shot and lose weight."
Yeah,
We have a whole program for people, and we have a whole system behind it all. We don't want you to be on the peptide forever. That doesn't do anyone any good. If that's what it is, this isn't going to work for anyone, and it never will. There
right.
there isn't a pill that solves all of our problems. Unfortunately, if there was, I'd be on a beach somewhere in Mexico with a lineup from the airport.
Well, I mean, there is, but it's typically called the work.
Right?
Yeah. So,
So when I explain what we do versus with the microdosing of the peptide, that's the biggest difference. Is we are just trying to turn these systems back on in your body so your body can function at 100%. And by doing that with stuff you're already doing and just a little help, the results are ridiculous. People don't even feel like their life has changed. They just see that all the good things come.
yeah, no, that's good, man. So, how many people in the first 30 days were you able to sign up when you launched this program?
We've had 10,
Okay.
sign up already, from all aspects. Some of it, and now I'm having family reach out. I'm having, people from church reach out. People want to pull me aside in the office and say, "Hey, like, hey, can I talk to you about this?" And they're sharing it with their family and friends. So it's really starting to really build now, just based on seeing my results. And we haven't even published any results from any of our clients yet to their friends or family. It's really just based off all my results so far.
Okay. I mean, going from, not posting anything for 4 years to being able to essentially start a business, and then have 10 new clients in your first 30 days. What was your revenue total, man, with that?
It was about 15,000 in the
Okay.
first 30 days. Then the biggest thing that I give credit to all the people that taught me along the way, and you included, is really just getting over the uncomfortableness. And that was the hardest thing. You know, we're all uncomfortable in these things. Just do it. And it's amazing. The biggest thing that I learned is when I started messaging people, all these people are really nice people too.
Yeah.
They just message you back.
Yeah.
And it becomes very simple. It's just a normal conversation like you'd have with anyone in the grocery store. So once you get over the uncomfortableness and you really dig in, really, whatever work you want to put in, you're going to get out.
Yeah, I think what's cool is, with the system is you don't necessarily have to be good at social media. You just got to be good at following the system.
Yeah, I'm
And
terrible at it. I
yeah,
hate it. I don't like it. I don't do it in general. But it has become a part of my day every day, and it's becoming enjoyable just to see the change in people and how we can help them more so than actual social media.
that's awesome. So give me like two reasons why you think, I mean, you're in the chiropractic space. So like, why do you think chiropractors need this program or health professionals in general, especially heading into 2025 and with all the changes we're making, in the United States and people's health?
Well, I'd say number one is the world is changing and it always is changing. Being in the chiropractic space for a little over 10 years now, chiropractic is nice, but it has a ceiling. Unless you're adding in other services, you're never going to get beyond the basic chiropractic ceiling. Weight loss adds a portion to your business that actually really makes an impact on the chiropractic side as well, because when people can get healthy internally, it makes their nervous system work even better, and they can attribute all of their results to you as a doctor. Secondly, the VIP weight loss system is set up for you to succeed without adding tons and tons of hours to your day. With the back end stuff from the technology side, which is huge, that's something that no one else has to build out. It's already built out for everyone.
Yeah.
The trainings, the community that you get with this, and the help that you get. I come from the franchise world. This is built out like every other major franchise in the country, just in the chiropractic space, for you to succeed individually from day one. You can market to your patients immediately and start having people enroll once you're certified, and it can be done in one day.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. So tell me, kind of like what you see as like your goal heading into, your second full month of having this to, 6 months down the road. Like, where do you see yourself taking this?
It's funny. My goal is to help as many people as possible.
Okay.
I don't know that I have like solid goals. Like I'm gonna hit this. I'm really enjoying every day waking up and doing the things that I need to do. It's kind of like baseball. You wake up and you have a routine. I
Yeah.
love that about this. My goal is to just share what we're doing with as many people as possible every single day and
Right.
transform people's lives every day, and then help their friends and family do the same thing.
Maybe a better question is this, when you have one client or you have 10, what has that changed and how much more work it takes versus maybe you at some point having 100, what do you see as the difference in work?
It's the funny thing is in this system, it's not a lot. The work isn't that different from 1 to 10. Maybe when I have 100, I might need some help, but realistically, when I see 100 people, we do things in groups. We do things systematically. Adding this in to what we're doing is very little extra work because of the way everything's set up. People, once we get initially what people need to do and how they need to do it, they're running, and we have videos in the back end of everything they need to do. So if they have any questions, they can go watch a video really quick. So there's not a lot of hand holding after the first little bit. It's more just coaching on a weekly basis, encouraging people when they do have questions, just responding promptly, which takes 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So even 100 clients, 200 clients, we're not adding a ton of hours to that, which is
Yeah.
awesome, which is really, really exciting for once.
Nice, man. Any last words for maybe someone on the fence who's like, hey, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if, I can handle the work. Like, what would you tell that person?
I would tell anyone that's on the fence, like we all are. We're looking for something to grow our business, our lives, all that. This has been the most effective, well put together way I've found in 10 years. I've done weight loss before that was hours upon hours of work. This was done. This is done where it's not hours upon hours. It's a little bit up front, and then once you get it down, really the growth potential is unlimited. For a healthy way for people to lose weight and keep off weight and refer people, and the whole process is done for you. And I could not pick a better program or recommend a better program than this one that I've seen in the last 10 years. And it has been a breath of fresh air for me and my family because I have more time to do stuff with my kids, and we're reaping all the benefits of the work that took all the work before, and I had to sacrifice one or the other. I haven't had to do that this time, and I give hats off to the team at VIP because the back end work they had to do to put this all together is second to none. It is really impressive.
That's awesome, man. That's huge for us. So I want to thank you, man, for being on. Number one, I want to congratulate you on the results of your own transformation, and then just the transformation, the results you've been getting in VIP. Dude, I'm excited to actually see you double, where you're at in the next 90 days.
I don't think it'll take that long.
I'm saying double each month, like your
Oh yeah.
your revenue, because I think that's a pretty easy place for you to be. And I think once the results really start coming through from your clients as well as your own, I think it's just going to multiply from where you're at. So thank you so much for being on today. If you guys are looking to connect with a group of like-minded people, join our habit-based lifestyle and business secrets group. If you want to find out more about the VIP weight loss system, just go into the show notes, click VIP weight loss system, or you can reach out to me personally, Jesse at habitbasedlifestyle.com. You can also find me on Facebook or Instagram. But until next episode, have a great day.